Nice westerly sunny breeze in San Diego Bay.
I encourage you to watch these races because the multi-hulled, wing-sailed boats move really rapidly across the water, powered by the wind. And when they do, I want you to watch two things. One thing is that when they're going across the wind or into the wind, they tip the boat to one side somehow and race on one hull, because that cuts down the water drag on the boat. And two, every once in a while, they'll lose their balance and the boat will go over. Now, sailors for a long time have known that the wind is exerting a force on every part of the sail. But as a physicist, I know that I can replace that complex wind force by a single force and balance this sail against my finger at one point. And that one point where I balance the sail is called the center of effort. That means this invisible wind is coming in and it's hitting every point on the sail. But all those points add up to one force, which I can find by balancing against it. When you're seeing these wing sail boats sailing out there in the water, you have to visualize that part way up the sail, there is a force at the center of effort. And if you think about that, that force is pushing this way. Now, if the boat were just sitting on frictionless ice and you pushed like that, it would just slide across the ice. But these boats have a dagger board that sticks down into the water, and that prevents them from going in the direction of the wind. That dagger board is actually exerting a force down here in the opposite direction. So a water force this way, a wind force this way. To a physicist, that's a twisting force. Now that twisting force can be used to tilt the boat up onto one hull. And you might even notice that to balance that boat on edge, the crew runs to the windward side and leans out to exert a twist the other way to keep the boat in balance. And all is fine until the boat meets a strong gust. And that increases the size of the wind force. And if the captain and the crew cannot adjust rapidly enough, the boat will just go over. And you can see the crew go flying, sometimes through the sail. Now there's one more thing that can happen. Here we have this 1.5 ton boat and 1,000 pounds of crew moving at 20 miles an hour across the water. Well, the boat not only is in the water and in the air, it's in the waves, which are the surface of the water. You can embed one of the hulls into a wave and stop that hull rapidly. Now, a boat with 20 miles an hour of inertia and almost 2 tons of mass, stopping the front suddenly can cause the boat to pitch forward. And that's one of the most spectacular crashes you can have. So, as you watch the America's Cup races, I want you to think about the invisible forces of the wind and the forces that the crew are exerting on the boat to keep it balanced, and also to watch for those spectacular moments when the forces go out of balance and the boat capsizes.